Hello guys, how you doing? Now today I will talk about something that is a bit, you know, uh, practical to all of us. We do it, all of us. So a time comes for you to leave your parents, let's say in the villages, and you move to towns, maybe to look for work, to look for a better settlement, stuff like that. And once you settle in those towns or those new areas, you forget about your parents, your people back at home. You even spend as many as 10 years without going back to visit them, or even 5 years, You take quite long without visiting your parents back at home, which is very bad. Now, many of us happen to actually visit them when something happens, when there is either a ceremony, maybe let's say Thanksgiving, Christmas, or when there is something bad that has happened. That is when we go back to our homes and get to see our parents. Now, there's this guy this couple that had the same problem. The kids stayed away from them for about 10 years, and then they sat down and thought of an idea of how they could get them to come and see them. Now, what did they do? Now, the son was living in a different city, different from the sister, the daughter to this couple. Now, what happened was that the man picked up a phone one morning and decided to call his son and told him that, "Hello, son. Um, your mom and I have sat down as adults and decided that we are breaking up. We are getting divorced because it's been 15 years of marriage, but full of misery. So I'm tired of her. I'm fed up of her noise, her nagging and all that. We are breaking up." So the son, was furious on the phone and then told his dad to hang on. So he called his sister and told her that, "Hey, Charity, guess what? Mom and dad are breaking up. They're divorcing." And she was like, "What? Why?" Then he said, "I don't know. He just called me and said that he's tired of mom. It's been 15 years of misery and they're getting divorced." So the daughter picks up the phone and calls the dad and tells him that, "Dad, I have heard that you're breaking up. Is that true?" Then the guy says, "Yes, it's true." "Why?" "Well, I'm bored. I'm bored. Your mom is boring me. She's boring, and I'm tired of this relationship, this marriage. I just want to get a divorce." Then the daughter told the dad, "Please wait for me. Do not do that. It can't happen. Not when I'm alive. Please don't do anything until I get there." So she hung up the phone and then called the brother back and told the brother that they had to go and solve this, you know. So then she called the dad back and told him that, "We are coming tomorrow. My brother and I do not do anything until we get there." So the man turned to his wife and he was like, "Darling, they're coming for Thanksgiving. So now what do we tell them for Christmas?" Yeah. So why do you have to wait to be pranked or lied to go visit your parents? Why do you have to wait for something to happen so you can go and visit your parents? Just take your time, spare some time, sacrifice some time. Go visit your parents because without them, you wouldn't have been where you are in the city. Without your relatives, whoever it is back at home, please make some time, go visit them. Yeah, that's all for now. Thank you. God bless.